It's week 3 of the 2034 season, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Let's go, yo!
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you got quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man right side. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. They are throwing it again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Slot receiver headed left. From the 20 on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now they'll throw out of the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being third down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's gonna be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're gonna take over possession. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And as they take the field, Brock, they gotta be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that 1st drive away.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a throw. Catch made over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now looking to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That one's complete over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Pass play now. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. They're throwing it. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The offense getting set to go. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 31. Fires right away, but incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And now it's 3rd and short. Design bootleg here. He's got a man left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw it. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. He's got it on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
To throw it on 1st down. Connecting on a slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that gives them the 1st. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And they'll have 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up a throw. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Receiver in motion, headed right. They are throwing it again. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! These guys grow their lead just before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The offense headed back to the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll try and throw it here. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third and a lone yard coming up. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They'll throw it again. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll give him a first down.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll try and punch it in. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Throwing it just before halftime. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So that's halftime for us here. It's a 7-point game after our first 2 quarters. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after this one. We're jumping past halftime and getting right back to the start of the second half. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run here on 1st down. the 40-yard line before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
2nd and 10 now. Complete out to the right side. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And a man is there to knock that away.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Brought in right side. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Man in motion, headed right. From the gun on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. They go play action on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on 3rd down. Back to throw now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. He's going to throw this one. That one's complete over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll give him a 1st down. Looking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 18 on second down. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's going to be third and short coming up. Pass play coming here. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing it again here. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. They motion a receiver left. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Touchdown! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14.
Our home team, 3.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Hawkeyes tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 27. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. He's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on 1st down. That's completed right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a man in motion. Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Lone back gets the handoff. Broke through the tackle. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys have likely locked up the win right there. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Brown with a return here. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now this offense getting set to work here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Short pass brought in. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here comes their offense out again. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Hand off to the back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the well again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
And a first down.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
This time it's a passing play. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Result is a 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. And the catch is made for the touchdown. These guys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
That one right down the middle. And his guys continue piling on to this lead.
Our home team, 3.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He takes it himself.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now outruns their offense to take over. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Running it now out of the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They give it to him again. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This return makes it up to the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. This celebration begins for our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.